First thing we're going to look at on this swing is what happens to the triangle, or the italic letter Y, however you want to look at it. There's a triangle that we form with our shoulders and our two arms to create a nice triangle. As we move, that triangle moves together. You can see it's still a triangle, We're just looking at it from a different angle. Now you can see that the problem with the triangle now is that it's tilted forward. At this point, the right or trail elbow should be below the lead elbow, and it's above it. So let's watch what happens as he moves forward. You're going to see that what happens is the triangle is going to break down. Coming into place now, not bad. Here's what's going to happen. At about through here, we're going to see the bottom of the triangle separate. See, there it goes, right there. Watch the elbow. Boom, there goes the separation. And the club now, the Y part of the triangle is losing its positioning. So now instead of having a straight line down the lead arm, we have a straight line up the trail arm. So the club should theoretically still be back here. Now the way to work on that is to work very, very slowly. I can't stress that enough. Most amateur golfers swing too fast when they're practicing. Slower the better. It's like learning how to do anything. If you want to learn how to do your ABCs, you do them slowly. Otherwise, if you do them in a hurry, they're going to look like that. Break down. Do them slow. Very, very slow. Okay, we're looking at a pretty good setup here. The only thing I don't like is if you look closely at the face of the club, you'll notice that the ball is out past the toe of the club at setup. That means you've got to manipulate the club in and out in order to hit it dead center in the sweet spot. I'd like to see the club directly behind the golf ball so that it's going exactly where you want it to go and it's hitting the sweet spot, which is the key. Posture's pretty good. His head is up, bill of the cap is up, his chin is pointing at the golf ball. He's got a good posture here. Left arm is higher than the right arm, which it needs to be, or the lead arm is higher than the trail arm, however you want to say it. So let's watch the takeaway here, see what goes on. See what he's doing. He's over manipulating the club. So he's got the club face turned down. That means he isn't taking it back in one piece. He's only got the club part way back, but the hands have hardly moved at all. What we need to be able to do is we need to be able to get the hands to go straight back, so he's not manipulating the club. Now he's got the club way off plane. Not too bad about right here, right there. See, he's back on plane. I extend that plane line down. If you look, we can extend that plane line down. What I'll do is I'll do it in a green color so you can see the difference in the line. That's pretty much on plane. That looks pretty good. Now if you can bring the club handle right down on that plane again, he's going to be okay. Not bad. See, he's on plane again. Then what happens is he gets close in, he's going to start lifting. And he's lifting by moving his butt towards the ball. See that? If you look right there, you see his butt sticking out behind the red line. Now it's moving in. It doesn't take a whole lot of movement for his shoulders to come up, his body to come up, his hands to get way out of position. And he's doing that maybe trying to get to the ball, but now what he's doing is back it up just a hair. We'll blow it up again. Now you can see that he's catching the ball way in on the hosel. So he's moved the club several inches in and out. We've got to get him to go back to that same spot. The drill for that would be to put two tees in the ground. Golf tees are generally white, so we'll do them white. Put a tee in the ground right there. Put a tee in the ground at that angle. And learn to swing between them so you don't hit the tees with either end of the golf club. And again, practice in slow motion. If you can't do it at full speed, do it at half speed. If you can't do it at half speed, do it at quarter speed. Until you get to the point where you can move correctly. That's teaching your body how to move. Your body is learning how to move incorrectly when you practice fast. All right, I've got two swings set up here. The one on the left is his rehearsal or practice swing, and the one on the right is his real swing. They're done right after each other. What he's going to do, he does the practice swing, and then he just walks right up and hits the ball. So let's play these in slow motion. Watch what happens. Remember, left is rehearsal. A little faster takeaway on the left, but a lot faster follow through on the right. Let's see where he is. Let's go back to impact. There's impact on the rehearsal swing, and he's well past the ball with his other swing. Also notice how much the club face has rotated through impact. See that right there? He's rotating it through impact a lot. He's putting lots of hook on the ball, and he's also probably driving the ball in towards the hosel. See, on the practice swing, notice the club head doesn't start rotating until about here. Can you see the difference in the two? Take a look at the left side. Just after impact, when the club is just past his foot, he's not quite rotating it as far. We need you to hold that club face square as long as you can, down the line. The other thing that's happening, you don't see it as much on the swing on the left as you do on the swing on the right, but a breakdown of the left side. See right there, the left side is breaking down, but also the right side is breaking down. You can see right here how that lead elbow is starting to break down, where on the other side it's staying open. What we want to try to do is get as much width as possible away from our body with our hands after impact and through to the finish. See, he gets real close in there, and he's getting a little more width, actually quite a bit more width on the other side. Now, I'd like to see really him stretching out maybe to about out here with his hands on the follow-through. Now, let's go back and see where he is on the takeaway. You can see he's got a lot more width on the takeaway on both of those swings. They're almost in identical positions. There's his takeaway position on his rehearsal, which is he has a little quicker takeaway on the rehearsal. It's kind of unusual. But he gets to the top. They get to the top at about the same time. Now notice on the rehearsal swing, there's a little pause. Watch how long the pause is. He's look how far the right side has to go in order to catch up to the left side. And there's that pause. I didn't pause that. Now they're together. Now they're going to start down almost simultaneously. But the downswing is going to outrace the practice swing a lot. So we're going to work on getting some good extension through. I think the way to do that is to take your left arm and put it directly out towards the target, and then try to make your right hand touch your left hand. That's a maximum of extension, and do it slow.